Before beginning, ensure you're in a safe environment where you won't be disturbed for 20 to 30 minutes. This script should never be used while driving or operating machinery. Remember that hypnosis is a natural state that you've experienced many times before, when deeply absorbed in a book, movie, or creative activity. You remain in control throughout the experience. This evidence-based approach is designed to transform your relationship with money by building unshakable confidence, creating neural pathways that support financial abundance and ease. Find a comfortable position where your spine is supported, either seated or reclining. Maintain a position that allows for easy breathing, just as a mountain stands tall and strong yet completely at ease in its environment. Begin by bringing your awareness to a point approximately 3 feet in front of your eyes. Notice how your visual field naturally responds to this focus point. Now allow your peripheral awareness to expand while maintaining this central focus. Much like standing on a mountain trail, aware of the path ahead while simultaneously taking in the vast panorama surrounding you. Next, bring your awareness to your breathing pattern. There's no need to change your breathing, simply observe its natural rhythm. Notice the air moving through your nostrils, the expansion of your chest and abdomen, and the gentle release on the exhale. Imagine breathing in the crisp, clean mountain air, filling your lungs with vitality and clarity. With each breath, allow your awareness to deepen. With each exhale, silently think strength. Notice the natural pause between the inhale and exhale, that moment of perfect stillness, like the profound quiet you might find on a mountain summit. Your breathing continues automatically, without conscious effort, just as a mountain exists effortlessly in its natural state. Now, notice 3 sounds in your environment. Just become aware of them without judgment. Notice how sounds naturally come and go in your awareness, like the distant call of birds over a mountain valley or the gentle rustle of alpine winds through pine needles. Next, become aware of 3 physical sensations in your body. Perhaps the pressure where your body contacts the surface supporting you, solid and grounding like the feeling of standing on firm mountain bedrock. The temperature of the air on your skin, reminiscent of the cool, clear atmosphere of higher elevations. The weight of your hands resting comfortably, steady and patient like ancient mountain formations. Now, imagine a gentle wave of strength and stability beginning at the top of your head, like standing in the golden light of dawn as it first touches a mountain peak. As this strengthening light moves downward, your scalp muscles release any unnecessary tension, becoming as composed and unhurried as mountains that have stood for millennia. This empowering energy continues across your forehead, allowing the tiny muscles around your eyes to soften and release, giving you the clear vision of one who sees from a higher vantage point. Feel this fortifying energy flow down to your jaw, an area where we often hold tension related to financial stress and uncertainty. Just as a mountain remains unmoved by storms that pass over it, allow your jaw to become loose and responsive, with your teeth slightly apart and your tongue resting comfortably in your mouth. Imagine the fresh mountain air washing away the tension of worry, doubt, or hesitation about your financial journey. This wave of mountain strength continues down your neck, across your shoulders, where so many carry the weight of financial responsibility, and through your arms to your fingertips. Notice any pleasant sensations that might arise, perhaps a feeling of solidity, confidence, or gentle tingling, like the exhilaration felt when reaching a mountain viewpoint after steady climbing. The stabilizing energy flows down through your chest, softening the muscles between your ribs with each breath, just as meadows on a mountainside receive sunlight with perfect receptivity. Feel it dissolving the constriction that often accompanies financial anxiety, allowing your breath to move freely, abundantly. The mountain energy continues through your abdomen, the center of your personal power and determination, releasing any tension held there about your capability to achieve, much as a mountain never questions its ability to reach skyward. Now feel this strength flowing through your lower back, an area particularly responsive to stress release and often tight from carrying burdens. Allow those muscles to soften and adjust naturally to proper alignment, just as your relationship with money realigns when you approach it from a position of confidence rather than doubt. Let this wave continue through your hips, down your legs, all the way to your feet and toes, grounding you firmly yet comfortably to the earth, like a mountain whose base is inseparable from the planet itself. Your entire body now experiences this state of comfortable strength and relaxation, supported completely by the earth beneath you, just as you can move through your financial life with confidence when you are properly grounded in your inherent capabilities. As your body relaxes into this state of grounded strength, imagine yourself at the base of a magnificent mountain. This is no ordinary mountain, but one that seems to have been waiting for you specifically. The air here is exceptionally clear and invigorating. Each breath fills you with energy and determination. Before you, a path begins, not overwhelmingly steep, but with a steady, purposeful incline. As you take your first step onto the path, you feel immediately more centered and purposeful. The ground beneath your feet is solid and supportive. With each step forward and upward, your body responds with waves of confidence twice as profound as before. You notice how your posture naturally adjusts, spine straight, shoulders relaxed, head held high, the posture of someone who understands their own capability. The path winds through varied terrain, sometimes steeper, sometimes more gradual, just as your financial journey will have its own rhythm and challenges. You notice that your legs seem perfectly prepared for each section, strong when strength is needed, flexible when navigation requires it. This is a profound realization. You already possess exactly what you need for this journey. As you continue climbing, you become aware of a magnificent vista opening up around you. Looking back, you can see the distance you've already traveled. This perspective brings a sense of accomplishment and the recognition that progress, while sometimes slow, is absolutely real when steps are taken consistently. Looking ahead, you can see several possible routes upward, reminding you that there is never just one path to financial success. You notice something interesting about the obstacles on the path. What might appear as barriers from a distance, large boulders, fallen trees, stream crossings, become navigable challenges when approached with the right mindset. Each one you overcome adds to your repertoire of skills, making the next challenge easier to address. This is the wisdom of mountains. They do not yield to impatience, but they always honor persistence. Now find yourself arriving at a spectacular viewpoint halfway up the mountain. This is a perfect place to rest momentarily and integrate what you've learned so far. The panorama stretches out in all directions, offering a perspective impossible to gain from below. Financial challenges that once seemed overwhelming now appear as merely small features in a much larger landscape of possibility. I'll now count from 10 to 1. With each number, allow yourself to integrate this mountain wisdom more deeply, absorbing its lessons twice as profoundly. 10. Feeling the mountain's unshakable strength becoming your own. 9. Twice as confident. The mountain's perspective clearing your financial vision. 8. Releasing anxious thoughts. Allowing your mind to expand like the vista before you. 7. Embracing experiential awareness. Feeling as solid and purposeful as the mountain itself. 6. Noticing how naturally this occurs, just as money flows naturally when approached with confidence. 5. Halfway there. Experiencing perfect balance. The ideal pace for sustainable growth. 4. Integrating deeper. Financial worries transforming into manageable terrain. 3. Your subconscious mind fully engaged. Absorbing confidence like a mountain absorbs sunlight. 2. Almost there. Your awareness expanding like the view from a summit. 1. Deeply receptive while remaining completely in control. Standing tall in your mountain strength. In this receptive state, your brain's natural neuroplasticity is enhanced. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. Every time you experience this state of focused attention, the pathways associated with financial confidence and abundance become stronger and more accessible. Just as a path on a mountainside becomes more defined and easier to travel with regular use. Now I'll share evidence-based affirmations designed to transform your relationship with money. As you hear each one, allow your mind to create a vivid internal representation of yourself embodying these qualities. I approach my financial journey with the patience and persistence of a mountain climber, knowing that consistent steps lead to remarkable heights. I approach my financial journey with the patience and persistence of a mountain climber, knowing that consistent steps lead to remarkable heights. Money flows naturally to me when I stand firmly in my value. unmoved by temporary setbacks, just as a mountain remains steadfast through storms. Money flows naturally to me when I stand firmly in my value. Unmoved by temporary setbacks, just as a mountain remains steadfast through storms. I notice with interest how financial opportunities become visible from my elevated perspective. Seeing connections and possibilities invisible to those who won't make the climb. I notice with interest how financial opportunities become visible from my elevated perspective. Seeing connections and possibilities invisible to those who won't make the climb. My unconscious mind naturally identifies the most direct path to my financial goals. Finding efficient routes just as water always finds its way down a mountain. My unconscious mind naturally identifies the most direct path to my financial goals. Finding efficient routes just as water always finds its way down a mountain. With each financial challenge I overcome, my confidence and capability multiply. Like a climber who conquers one peak and immediately sets sights on the next. With each financial challenge I overcome, my confidence and capability multiply. Like a climber who conquers one peak and immediately sets sights on the next. I am simultaneously grounded and visionary when making financial decisions. Connected to earth while reaching toward sky. I am simultaneously grounded and visionary when making financial decisions. Connected to earth while reaching toward sky. I find it fascinating how easily I now navigate financial complexities. Having developed the sure-footedness of an experienced mountain guide. I find it fascinating how easily I now navigate financial complexities. Having developed the sure-footedness of an experienced mountain guide. My brain is rewiring itself to make achievement and abundance my default expectation. Just as mountains naturally rise to their full height over time. My brain is rewiring itself to make achievement and abundance my default expectation. Just as mountains naturally rise to their full height over time. I am developing an extraordinary ability to weather economic fluctuations with inner stability. Like a mountain that experiences changing seasons while remaining fundamentally unchanged. I am developing an extraordinary ability to weather economic fluctuations with inner stability. Like a mountain that experiences changing seasons while remaining fundamentally unchanged. Money is simply a resource for my journey, not the destination itself, and I acquire it with the natural competence of one who belongs on the heights. Money is simply a resource for my journey, not the destination itself, and I acquire it with the natural competence of one who belongs on the heights. Allow these suggestions to integrate naturally at both the conscious and unconscious levels. Your mind will accept what serves your highest good. Just as a mountain incorporates everything it experiences into its being. Now we'll use the neuroscience of memory to create a vivid internal representations of financial confidence that your brain processes similarly to actual memories. Just as a mountain contains the history of its formation in its very structure, your mind is creating the blueprint for your financial success. First, imagine yourself waking up tomorrow morning. As you become aware of your body, there's a new sensation, a solid certainty in your core. like the unmovable presence of a mountain within you. Notice a new sense of perspective flowing through you as you begin your day, like the clarity that comes from seeing from a summit. Feel a natural confidence in your ability to create value and receive appropriate compensation in return. Your determination as steady as a mountain's gradual but inevitable rise. Create a clear internal image of yourself confidently offering your services or products. There's a groundedness in your movements, an unshakable certainty in your posture, calm and assured. Notice how you communicate the value you provide with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth is not in question. Just as a mountain does not need to announce its magnificence. You're completely present, focused on the service you provide rather than doubt or hesitation about compensation. Just as a climber focuses on each step rather than constantly questioning their ability to reach the top. See yourself receiving payment with gratitude and ease. Money flows toward you naturally, drawn by the clear energy of your confidence. Notice the natural exchange of energy, your valuable contribution flowing outward, financial resources flowing inward. There's no resistance, no unworthiness, just a balanced exchange, like the perfect equilibrium of a mountain ecosystem, each part contributing to the harmony of the whole. Notice how this success feels in your body, perhaps a warm, solid sensation in your core like sun-warmed stone. A grounded stability in your legs like mountains rooted to the earth. A natural ease in your shoulders. The feeling is similar to standing on a summit after a successful climb. Your posture tall. Your vision clear. Your breathing deep and satisfying. Anchor this feeling by touching your thumb and index finger together. This physical gesture can now trigger this state of unshakable financial confidence whenever you choose, instantly bringing back the sensation of standing on the heights, seeing clearly from a position of accomplishment. Now shift to a different scenario. Imagine yourself making a financial decision from a place of elevated perspective rather than narrow focus. Just as standing on a mountain allows you to see the relationship between features of the landscape invisible from below. Feel how confidence gives you access to a broader view of opportunities and connections. Notice how differently you perceive options when you're not limited by ground-level thinking. Your vision expansive and contextual. Able to see not just the immediate terrain but how it connects to the larger landscape of possibility. Feel your natural rhythm of evaluating opportunities based on long-term vision rather than short-term fear. Moving through decisions with the same sure-footedness that comes from mountain experience. Choosing your path deliberately, confidently. Visualize positive financial outcomes unfolding naturally from your decisions, appearing on your horizon with the inevitability of sunrise over mountain peaks. See resources accumulating as you apply consistent effort aligned with your authentic strengths, just as a mountain gains elevation inch by inch over time. Again, notice how this success feels in your body. The warmth, the solidity, the natural confidence, and reinforce that thumb to index finger anchor. Your brain is now creating neural pathways that make achievement, confidence, and the expectation of appropriate abundance your default state. Just as a mountain naturally extends to its full height through the consistent application of geological forces. As we prepare to complete this session, allow a moment for integration. Your unconscious mind will continue processing these suggestions, strengthening these neural pathways even after this session concludes. Much as a mountain continues its imperceptible growth even when no one is watching. You might notice subtle shifts in your relationship with money immediately, while other changes will emerge naturally over time with continued practice. Each time you return to this recording, these effects will compound, like the exponential growth of confidence that comes from scaling multiple peaks. Remember that the thumb to index finger gesture you've anchored can help you access this state of mountain-like financial confidence whenever you choose, instantly reconnecting you to the elevated perspective and unshakable strength you've experienced today. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll become more alert and oriented to your surroundings, while maintaining the positive effects of this session. 1. Becoming aware of your body and its position, like a mountain sensing its relationship to the horizon. 2. Energy returning to your muscles, like morning light illuminating mountain contours. 3. Becoming aware of sounds in your environment, returning from the mountain heights of your mind. 4. Feeling refreshed, alert, and positive, carrying mountain strength with you. 5. Eyes opening, fully alert yet carrying this resource state forward into your day. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Perhaps stretch gently if you wish, like a mountain reaching toward the sky. Know that you can return to this mountain confidence whenever you choose. And each time you practice, these positive changes become more deeply integrated into your natural way of being, just as each successful summit prepares you for greater achievements ahead.